Hey, I need to do a little economic rant because today Trump just posted a really stupid Truth Social post, all right? It's about the Supreme Court and maybe invalidating some of his tariffs. He wrote that if the Supreme Court invalidates his reciprocal tariff plan or some portion of that we, the U.S., are going to be on the hook for hundreds of billions, maybe trillions of dollars to refund if the Supreme Court shoots down this tariff. He even used the words, we'll all be screwed. First, the period involved, April to like November, December of 2025. Total tariffs only totaled about $213 billion. You know, that's really far from hundreds of billions, maybe trillions, isn't it? And secondly, like I said, not all that is subject to the Supreme Court case. The settlement may be far less. Thirdly, who would get the refund? Not you, not any ordinary American. Any refund will go to the U.S. business that imported the goods. It will be like a tax refund for them. Meanwhile, us ordinary Americans who already paid higher prices due to the tariffs get squat. That refund money, if happens, will not go to individuals or other nations because other nations never paid the tariffs. We always did. So, you know, he also claims that foreign countries and foreign companies are going to demand refunds for their investments in factories and equipment and investments in U.S. firms to avoid these tariffs. There is zero evidence that any of that has happened. The banks, the Treasury Department, the Bureau of Economic Activity, they all track this shit down to the dollar. There is zero evidence of any money coming from overseas for these purposes. There is no abnormal activity even compared to 2024. We're about the same levels of foreign investments as last year. No cash came to the U.S. No U.S. securities and U.S. companies were purchased. There's not been a factory boom. Nothing. And legally, trying to link these imaginary, hypothetical investment agreements to tariffs, that's a real fucking stretch. How are they going to draw that line? So there you go. The economic, financial facts do not line up with statements from Washington. Thanks for letting me rant.